as it's one of the things that on my page I do in blog form, in video form, which is something else I feel really happy to do. Anyway, Wellness Wednesdays tips and just little bits and pieces, little bits of information that I use, that I find interesting and want to share with you. Okay, and today I wanted to read you a little bit on mirrors. This is from my Cleaning the Clutter book by Miriam Lambert, 100 Ways to Energize Your Life. Sounds good. But this bit of mirrors, because mirrors are really, really powerful. Anyway, I'm going to just read you this little bit, mirror lure. So in the past, mirrors were considered so special that only people such as pharaohs, kings, and shamans were allowed to use them. In Feng Shui, mirrors are powerful tools. A flat mirror expands energy and will open up a narrow space, such as a hallway, lighting the area and creating illusions or for more space. Symbolically, a mirror can also double energy, so it magnifies. So if it is placed opposite a dining table, for example, it doubles the volume of the food on the table. And, well, that's good. We've got one opposite my dining room table where I'm sitting at the moment, and is believed to increase the family's wealth. However, don't be tempted to put a mirror opposite your cluttered desk because it will double your existing workload. Interesting, I've got one behind my computer desk. So where are the mirrors in your house? So here just alone, I took down a mirror and put it one so it was facing the wall because we've got another one. I think, where is it? I can't think where the other one is. I thought it was there, but it's not. Anyway, we've got one over there behind my desk. So I've been trying to keep my desk tidy because it's a bit dark in that space and the light comes in so it can reflect out, which is like it was saying about expanding. Haven't got any in the inches, quite a lot. Wanted to kind of bounce the energy around in here. It's a bit of a, where it's a house that's been like they've had stills put in and the roof's been lifted and rooms put upstairs into a chalet bungalow from a bungalow. The stairs obviously have been put in, the rooms and the structures, the original house have been moved around. So energetically, it's not quite the same. And so it's got some funny kind of corners. I'm aware where we've expanded our bedroom, opposite me, there's a sharp corner. And in Feng Shui, so any pointy things are considered bad energy, bad juju, bad for your wellness, to soften them. So with cloths, with tablecloths, with crystals, things that kind of can slow down. It's about how the energy flows and the flow of energy and the chi around. So symbolically, a mirror can double energy. So if it's placed opposite a dining table, for example, it doubles the volume of food. What awesome, hey? So you want it to be doubling that. That sounds great. And the family's wealth. However, don't be tempted to put mirrors opposite cluttered desk because it will, thinking that you would double your money, because it will double your existing workload. Mirrors also serve the symbolic purpose of making things disappear. So if your toilet faces the front door, which according to Feng Shui is a very bad position, and a lot of houses, they do have that. Thankfully, we don't have, yeah, no, we haven't got that here. Where was we? If the toilet faces the front door, which according to Feng Shui is bad, putting a mirror on the toilet door will be effectively make it disappear. So it kind of, oh, hang on, sorry about that. Let me see if I can pause it. Hopefully that paused the video. Hopefully that paused the video. Water meter. So so you can place the mirror on the bathroom door to kind of effectively make it disappear for that negative energy that it's meant to produce from having it opposite. And so dealing with irregular shaped rooms, which are believed to be inauspicious as they will have a section of the paka missing. A missing corner, which we have over there, can be reinstalled by using a mirror. For example, if your home has a missing corner, if the corner in the career area, placing a mirror facing inwards, do they mean against the wall then? On one wall of the L shape will symbolically restore it. So, baby me, let me know what you think. But placing a mirror facing inwards, so it's not actually facing outwards, will restore it in the L shape. So if I'm reading that right, let me know in the comments if you know a bit more about Feng Shui than me. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that can help me with this one. They mean, so for example, I've got this bit, we've taken a section of our living room so that we've, in the cupboards, expanded storage space in the room that's next to it. I believe what they mean is if I put a mirror on there facing the wall, if I've read that right, that's what I want confirmation on. I'll have to look that one up. A little bit of extra research here. I don't think it's to be. That's interesting for me as well. Anyway, that should rebalance where that energy's been taken. Anyway, okay, so if it's possible to buy 8-sided mirrors shaped like the paka, there are very powerful, so use them carefully. Never place a paka mirror inside the home, but it can be hung outside your front door to fend off bad energies, such as the cutting chi coming from the road directly opposite. But position it with care, making sure that it does not reflect neighbouring homes and send bad energy to them. So mirror law, never position a mirror facing each other. They cancel each other out because they bounce the chi back and forth. Don't use a cracked or tarnished mirror, as it literally and symbolically distorts your image. Keep mirrors sparkling clean. Cleanliness is close to godliness is the expression, is it? When not in use, store facing down, otherwise they can bring confusion into your life. So basically the principle is whatever a mirror sees, it doubles. So if you've got a mirror and it's opposite a load of mess, it's going to double that mess. So because we've got this mirror on my a little area I've got as like a little altar. It's where I've got sort of my things for the cardinal direction, if you want to call it an intention setting table, if it fits, whatever resonates. But and the crystals I have on there, the mirror is behind and it's opposite the dining room table where I'm sitting right now. So I have a habit, and so this is something for wellness to be aware of with mind setting, of folding the washing, placing it on here before it's taken upstairs. But if that's then reflecting in the mirror, it's doubling. And what I was finding, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, why does this keep doubling? Mirror, it's reflecting, so it just keeps them building up and piling up and piling up. So keeping this space nice is really good for my wellness for 2 reasons. You can say, oh yeah, it's all feng shui, but if you don't believe in any of that, that's fine. You probably would have switched off by now. Then this area, just keeping this space. I sat down to breakfast with my daughter this morning because we cleared all of that. We had friends over for dinner last night and it was so nice. This is the hub of the home. It's the heart, and it literally is in the heart of our home where it's placed. So really, really great to keep that area to be a space for love, for conversation, for family, if that's you, or even just having a space. Say you live on your own, that it's nice that I've been able to sit down here. I've got some homework over here to do for a business course I'm doing, and then I've got to catch up on some other stuff in preparation for what the kids are doing, and catch up on next week's for next week. I want to get ahead of the transcript. So for those of you that don't know, I launched this year and it's up on my Patreon for free members. You don't need to be a paying member, you just need to be a member, and there's no subscription fee for that. I did release March's report because I thought it was important. It is there, so if you want to go check it out, it's there. And I've got a video for April right through to February of next year. Each month has got a card reading, and then I've done a separate video with a report. So this was something I was getting in the habit of doing. It's a new thing. I'm excited about sharing it. I'm using it myself, so you can print out the report for the members, obviously, and have. But this month you can do that. I gifted that to all my mailing list and put it as many places I could think of, because the stuff that was listed, I was like, wow, we need to know this. It's really helpful. Anyway, I'm digressing. So focus foxing back. Can hear Matt Schaefer in my head. Focus fox, 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 fox. So where were we back? Keeping mirrors sparkling clean. We've said about do not hang a mirror to reflect that reflects your bed, because its energy can cause restlessness and insomnia. I'm always aware, like if you've got mirrors in your bedroom and you've got on wardrobe with ones, the sliding ones, I prefer to close that mirror off by like just having the wardrobe open, even so if the shelves are showing, because and I wouldn't have had it there, but it's already there now, because I don't like that mirror over there, because it flows the energy. So it's a bit like an open door. If any of you know a little bit more about Feng Shui, it's for energy and wellness for your home. Obviously, this is important. That energy, if the door is open, it flows. It can keep you awake. It can make you feel restless. It's because it's kind of flowing through in the night, and you want to be feeling contained and safe. So yeah, it's really good, especially where we have, because we're the front door opposite. Never place a mirror opposite your front door, because it will send the good energy that enters out again. Okay, so some little tips with mirrors. One of the things I want to talk about, though, is one of the reasons I feel they're so powerful and where you can work with them on personal energy hygiene is mirror work. So if you are like me, I mean, she transformed my life. A big fan of Louise L. Hay. One of the people that I kind of heard about from her is Robert Holden, and he has a whole book on this. But she was a big fan of mirror work. So even you can use your phone. Like I can see myself reflecting back when I'm recording this video. It acts like a mirror. That was the other thing I wanted to add. So does TVs. So when the TV is switched off, it has that reflective. It counts as a mirror. So think about where your TV. It's why a lot of places they have these cabinets. The TV can go away. And they're hidden or they go down. So think about, like, for example, my mirror is on the wall over here. It reflects the sofa. So keeping that area, because that's going to reflect and magnify that. So we spend a lot of time in that area. It magnifies the energy of us spending a lot of time in that area, and it will bounce back. So be mindful of what is opposite mirrors and things that act like mirrors, like TV screens. And I've just thought of my own. I can see here, sitting here now, and gone, oh gosh, there's one my husband put in the kitchen, and we've got our washing thing in there, which no wonder I've got constant washing. It's magnifying my washing pile. So yeah, I need to rectify that one, because the best places for them, if you can, is a laundry room, if you have one. Ours isn't big enough to have that in there. Bathrooms are great for washing, because bathrooms obviously closing doors and keeping that contained energy. Things like litter trays as well, same places, so that it's about the dispelling of energy. You don't want to magnify that. You want that obviously going and kept flowing out and away. So mirror work, going back to that, you grab a mirror. And I did this first time I launched my Patreon membership. One of the first things I did with my members was mirror work. And I remember thinking back, I'm sure they won't mind me telling, I won't say names, but shout out to you when you're listening, because I know they'll be watching this. Found it uncomfortable. Into the mirror, and you'll see what comes up. There'll be things like, oh, there's a wrinkle there. Oh, and you start to become super aware of your thought forms that you have, your stories that you have about how you feel about you. And as this is the month that I am, I thought this is a really good, powerful time to be doing this, with these eclipses. And this is this reflecting and learning to love you without judgment. Judgment detox is one of the things I've sort of mentioned. And steward of the emotions, but those emotions are not just about how we feel about other people, but how we feel about us. So perfect time to do this. The other thing is mirrors soul progression and for ascension path. If you're looking into the mirror, look directly into your eyes. You're almost looking like you're looking directly into your own soul, and soul search through your own eyes and look and spend time doing this as a meditative practice. Is a very powerful practice to work with. So mirrors can be intentionally used in feng shui ways, as we read in the book. How you use that, if you want to use that as permission slips, very powerful. But I definitely feel there's more to it than just a permission slip with energy. So because the power of that reflecting back, that power of seeing what we're seeing and allowing us to open the window to the soul by looking into our own eyes, but looking into our own thought forms, if you like. Because the moment you're looking at yourself and you're thinking, because you start to think, and to do it naked is another step, extra points if you can sit and do that there, to see yourself absolutely in that vulnerable state, and you become aware of what you're thinking. So like, for instance, I start thinking, oh, my hair's sticking up. Oh, that kind of ego steps in, and that all the grey hairs or the wrinkles or whatever. And you see that persona energy, the surface energy, that fearful energy. And then to go beyond that, to get past that and sort of, and I love you. I love you. You are enough. I love you. You're enough. And there might be tears coming up. There might be other stuff that come up, like I saw with my members, but very powerful. So highly recommend you doing this as a practice, as a meditative practice, and working with some self-reflection, some journaling, writing it down, allowing yourself to see and hear your own internal dialogue. Really powerful way to work with mirrors. Anyway, so thank you for joining me for our Wellness Wednesday tips. I'm going to do a few more of these. Obviously on Wednesdays, I normally share stuff from other people, as well as things that I'm passionate about. I think today over on my page it was cucumbers. So I'll do maybe a whole video on why. But the other thing was, we used to do interviews. So I'd like to invite anyone out there that would love to have some conscious conversations with me, so that we can have chats about what you do for your wellness, what other people do for theirs, and how it's enriching their life and their well-being and their well-being wisdom. So love and blessings. Thank you for your time. I hope this helps some point in your life, or with other things in your life, to expand and become the best authentic you.